again for another episode of Outdoors People. First, there's me, CW Getz, and her, Maya Marzaki. Good evening. It's Wednesday, March 4th, 2025. We've got 47 beautiful degrees Fahrenheit and overcast skies here in Chicago, Illinois. That converts to a whopping 8 degrees Celsius for the rest of the world. Maya Marzaki, how is the weather in São Paulo, Brazil?
Whoa, it's much better than there. Sorry. Yeah, so for you guys in the United States, it is 64 degrees Fahrenheit. And for the rest of the free world, it means 18 Celsius.
Really? Yeah. Well, you are a little nicer there, you know, and I tell you what, we're happy with 47 degrees because it could be 40 below, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, it's been 40 below this time of year. And so,
yeah, actually it is good, right?
But, you know, it is. And I'm so glad I don't push snow for a living anymore. Push snowflakes as we sit down the interstate. Yeah. I'm so glad I don't do that anymore.
It doesn't seem fun.
Well, it just seems like it's 100 years ago, but I'm thinking, geez, it hasn't been that long ago because we've been doing, I've been doing this show for just a little over 6 years now, and which doesn't seem like that long. But I'm not a snow person, you know, not at all. I never really was, but if you're going to pay me to be on it, I guess I'll do it. You know, it's all good.
You are a summer boy. You should live in Brazil.
I know. I need to live in Brazil. We've had that conversation recently. Should I move to Brazil? Should we move to Brazil? You know, so
yes, totally, and mainly now because the turf war is coming, and I think we are safe in Brazil.
Yeah.
Right. And also, it is winter right now, so it's still like nice.
Yeah.
It's not that cold. So yeah, come.
Well, that whole thing is still on the table. So we haven't decided, you know, not against it. So hey, you never know. Or we might just say, hey, Maya and Fernando, let's go live in Italy, because
that's nice too. Yeah, we would love that. Yeah,
I believe you're a citizen of Italy as well, aren't you? Are you going to be?
Yes, I'm going to be in the end of this year. But my boyfriend, he is half Brazilian and half Italian, and he lived in Italy so many years. That's why he cooks so well.
You know something, and I think we're all Italian, so we should all just move the hell back there. And because my grandfather was from Italy, and I'm qualified for dual citizenship as well, so I think it's cool.
So there we go.
I think it's done. We're deal. We're going to Italy.
Deal.
Just how big a house do we need? You know, that's the only question now.
Now you are North American, Brazilian, and Italian. So you have all of them. That's pretty cool, man. You can live everywhere, anywhere.
We have a term for that. And it's called mutt. You know, so I'm a mutt. I'm a mix of all. Yeah. Usually it's used to refer to dogs that are, but you know,
Yes, the same here. The same here.
I love it. My gosh. Well, you look great, by the way. I mean, and we both commented that we took a shower this week, so that's good. You know, yeah. But anyway, you look fantastic.
Not every week, but today I felt like our guests deserve it.
Oh, absolutely. I think they do. They're very special guests. And they had us on their show. And I got to tell you something. Look, I wore their shirt. Super good camp. Not just good camping, but super good camping. I love that.
That's so cool. I love it.
I know. Well, they paid us that they afforded us that I don't want to say compliment or consideration, wore our shirts on when we were on their show. So I thought, and I thought I'm going to wear the shirt, and I don't do that for him, but I did it for Johnny and Colleen. So I should do that as well for, you know, Pam and Tim. So yeah, absolutely.
I love it. It's very nice of you.
We try to be very respectful. Anyway. All right. Well, let's meet tonight's guest, shall we?
Shall we?
All righty. Pamela Frank and Tim Good, co-hosts of the popular Canadian podcast Super Good Camping, is based in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Pamela, 62, and Tim, 60, have spent decades inspiring people to get outside, pitch a tent, and discover just how transformative time in nature can be. Pamela grew up in Newtonville, Ontario, while Tim hails from Oshawa. Together, they've built a life rooted in adventure, curiosity, and a deep love of the outdoors, especially the lakes, forest, and backcountry routes of Ontario. Together, Pam and Tim are longtime voices in the camping and outdoor community, sharing stories and practical wisdom from years of camping, canoeing, hiking, skiing, and family adventures. Their latest super good camping adventure will be an upcoming backcountry canoe trip on the Spanish River.
My name is Pamela.
I'm Tim.
And we are from supergoodcamping.com. We're here because we're on a mission to inspire other people to get outside and enjoy camping adventures such as we have at the camp.
Today we're sitting on Parker's Landing in Georgian Bay in the rain.
In the rain. So this is going to be a short one.
And with that, welcome to the show, Pam and Tim.
Thank you so much.
There they are. How you doing?
Great.
We're doing all right.
Hey, did you like the little music I threw on that video?
That's awesome.
I tried. I searched and searched. I go, what's the perfect music for this paddling? Because it was just, and I had everything from Snoop Dogg to, no, I made that up, but I thought that fit pretty well. So I'm glad you liked it.
No, that's great, man. Appreciate it.
How's the weather there, kids?
Today was actually gorgeous. It started off a little cool, but it warmed up to like
5 degrees. A whopping 5.
a whopping 5 degrees, but it was sunny. So, the snowbanks are melting back and stuff. We're headed towards spring.
Feels like spring.
Maya, how would you like to be there? 5 degrees.
Oh, yes, it's cold. It is snowing?
It's not. With so very short version, we're supposed to actually hit 15 degrees a couple of days this weekend and into next week, but by Thursday next week, it's supposed to be -5 and snowing.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's how springs are here.
Where do you guys are right now in Canada?
Toronto.
Oh, okay. Yes, that's pretty cool.
I missed that. What is it now? What?
Toronto. Toronto?
Oh, Toronto.
Sorry, my pronunciation.
I didn't even know what you asked. I go, wait, what? It's okay. He said, where are they at? Okay. I thought you said, why are they in Canada? I'm like, wait, what?
That's what I thought she was saying first.
No, where?
Oh,
my English is broke, guys. I need to practice more. We need to talk more.
Why is a valid question as well.
Yeah, why would we be in a cool place like
Yeah,
that?
right. Well, 60-year-old years here. So, yeah, apologize. Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
No, my bad. Sorry.
Hey, did you guys shower tonight?
Earlier
cool.
today.
Everybody showered today.
We figured we'd go with the whole, concept of all of us showering.
Why not? Nobody smells. It's like this old, but we're all campers and we do that. We stink from time to time when we go out. So we're not like the end of the world, right? People don't understand that, but yes, I mean, who's got the ripest aroma? We'd have that contest camp. I'm sure you have,
the outdoor smell.
That's right. Well, you know what? There's a question I need to ask, and I'm going to ask every one of you, including you, Maya. Okay, what is the longest you've went without an actual shower? And I'm telling you, dude wipes don't count. A real shower. Do you know what those are, Maya? Dude wipes?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I love that actually. It's so helpful.
It's better than,
It's better than nothing, right?
It's better than nothing. What do you, Tim and Frank, or Tim and Pam, how many days? Or maybe I should say how many weeks?
I would say probably longer for you. You'd have a record over me. I might be a few days, but
I would say probably 10, 11 days. Yeah.
Good for you.
Pretty nasty.
Good for you. You get applause for that. Yeah, that's cool, man. That's cool.
That's crazy. I stayed like 3 days without shower.
3?
But yes, 3 days. It's not that long, right?
You got to go for it.
It's okay. Yeah, it is okay. But I'm thinking in go to Colombia in my vacation with my boyfriend.
Yeah.
And I know that I'm not going to shower like for 10 days probably.
There you go. That's Yep.
So I'm not looking forward for that. Imagine my hair in 10 days in the mountain.
Yeah,
with
you
no
could be
shower.
like wring it out or something with all it. Yeah.
a good hat is what you need.
A good hat.
Yeah. I went 14 days. I went 14 days. And
14 days. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Yep.
In the summer.
Yeah, it was in the summer, during the summertime. Yeah.
Tasty.
Now
And we
I'm
were
going to tell you
gone.
something. Here's the thing. I'm not going to tell you that it didn't rain, okay, because it did, but it was technically 14 days, before some things were, cleansed. How's that? So you know what I'm saying? So yeah,
But
but it was
We're
14.
not even a lake.
Not even a lake. No.
Oh, okay.
And-
Caveat to my 11 days. I absolutely threw myself in a body of water a couple of times. during
Oh,
that.
see, now that's cheating.
There we go.
That's cheating.
There we go.
I mean, we were on the river, but it was, I didn't jump in the river, and it wasn't my feet were in the river, but because I do that, I paddle barefoot, but I don't count that.
Sorry, CW. Canadians and Brazilians are cleaner.
Yeah,
We shower more. Sorry, even
yeah.
outdoors.
yeah. Ripe. The word is ripe.
Right. Yes.
Overripe.
That's
But
a
yeah,
big-
you have a smell. But then and the thing is, if you're with guys, it doesn't really matter, because then you have like contests: is who's the smelliest, who's the ripest, and then it's fun. It's like
He
being
doesn't like to smell himself, so
I don't.
he doesn't want to smell
Yeah.
somebody else.
And because heat rises, right? So it's like I don't wish my head was somewhere else than where it is right now.
There is that, and then you get to a point, you go, man, I stink, and when you can't stand your own smell, it's then you're like, okay, any day now, any day. So, but
Yes.
it was funny. I
Yes.
mean, I just said I'm not going to do it on this whole trip, and it was a 14-day trip. And I'm not going to shower. Yeah, I'm not going to. Yeah, and I
Oh
didn't.
my gosh. That's
I love it.
And-
All right, I'm still here. Go ahead, Maya. I've been talking too much. I'm just going to sit back and chill for a while.
yes. Let's talk about Dan and not about your stink.
But isn't that what the viewers tune in for? Come on.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
And I'm
That's so
satisfied. I
true.
got my answer that I was looking for out of this episode. No,
Yeah.
I'm just joking.
You win the
And-
contest. So.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and those kind of questions are the question everyone asks me at first when they do not do outdoors. How you shower? How you pee? So
Yeah.
all those questions are so valid,
Yeah.
and for sure we need to talk about sometimes.
Yeah, big time.
But yeah. So anyway, guys. So last year we went to your show. So what first motivated you to put your love of outdoors behind a microphone, and how has that mission evolved over 5 years?
Let you start that at least.
Sure. It was beginning of the pandemic, and so we were both kind of kicking around. Tim was spending a lot of time watching other people's camping videos. So we thought, well, this is something we're passionate about. Maybe it's something that we can use to inspire other people, especially at the time when you couldn't travel elsewhere. It was like, well, we can go camping, and we did go camping. And the kids, like at that age too, like now they're older, but when they were little, we loved going camping with them. It was so nice to see them engage with the outdoors and have such a good time.
I think she was trying to basically get me to do stuff to keep me from watching billions of canoeing videos.
Yeah.
So
I thought he was going to
that's
say
pretty much what it was.
cartoons. I love it. I
Yeah,
love it.
yeah. And how is so? Yeah, that was the start. And how has it evolved? It's grown to be a love of passion, I guess, and I wouldn't say huge, but man, like it's great to engage with people. You guys know the same thing, content creators, to yak with people beyond the screen or beyond the audio, because we started with audio. It's great. We can for the longest time we didn't do guest episodes. We started doing guest episodes, and I would throw out like 6 invitations and pick one to come back. Now we throw out invitations, and I'll throw out 7, and we'll only get one that didn't get back to us about it, and they'll be like, "Oh, you got lost in my spam folder," 6 months down the road. So it's fantastic. I would chat with people like yourselves, like Beauty of the Backcountry, whoever. Anytime, any day of the week. So it's great. I love it. Keeps me
It's cool.
busy.
So you said you started out with a radio or an audio only. Is that right?
Audio only. Yeah, it was basically a microphone that we plunked on the bed, and the two of us just sort of sat there and yacked into it for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And I don't even think we really edited much ums and ahs, basically. and we just post it, as an audio only podcast.
Okay.
And then eventually it was like, oh, we'll get a bigger, better microphone. Oh, let's maybe shoot some YouTube stuff for it as well. So.
Okay. I heard we're on the bed with a microphone. No, I'm just joking. But anyway, so
not exactly that picture, but yes.
And then we added a camera. No, so what? I mean, how long was it with just the audio before you decided, hey, we are gonna throw a camera at this?
Boy, it's probably pushing a year. I would say at minimum of 9 months, but we're probably pushing a year before we started throwing a camera into the mix.
What made you decide to do that?
I think it was Camper Christina. I think we were going to do our first guest episode, and it was like, well, let's shoot some content for YouTube while we're at it, because she's also a big content creator. So if we can ride a bit of that coattail and or just play in that game a bit, yeah,
it's cool.
That's pretty cool, yeah. And that I love that too, because we have the opportunity to know people that we usually wouldn't. So like you guys, right? You invited us for your show. You guys are here, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, well, and you mentioned the Cool Quest kids, right? Like, so you get to meet people like that. You get to yak with it's like the term that I remember hearing a few years back was like-minded folk, and that's so applicable. Like, it's just so awesome to talk with people like that all the time.
Yeah, that is cool.
Right? Yeah, and about that, as a blended family, how did outdoors adventure help you bond and share traditions?
Yeah, so we were a blended family of like our youngest is like my biological son, our oldest is Tim's biological son, and at the time that we met, they were 8 and 5 years old, and so Tim had this love of camping, so he wanted to take us all, and that's what kind of got us all out in the outdoors camping. So it was great because of that, and the kids, like I said, they loved it. It was this free range. They could go and run and explore and interact with nature, and so it was wonderful, and it was a really good bonding experience. You have to kind of work together when you're out in environment where you're you're cooking, and once we get more backcountry, there was the gathering the wood and like all of the stuff that
share the chores.
Yeah.
So I got a question, Maya. Sorry to jump in there. Who does the cooking? You mentioned cooking. Who does that? Who's the chef?
Important question.
Uncle Tim is the chef? Chef Boyardee?
Oh.
Occasionally, yes. I'll take the easy one once in a while.
We sometimes eat really well, though. We have like smoked plank salmon, and we have lobster tails, and we'll have we don't do hot dogs and mac and cheese.
He is Chef Boyardee if he's doing holy smokes.
Right. You go for it.
Camping with these guys, right?
Right? Yeah, I went too. they go for it, right?
Serious camping, man. Yeah.
Well, you know what? Happy campers will come and camp again. So, and when we do big family things, like I love to cook. It's probably maybe my second passion. I cook that sort of stuff here at home just for us. But when we're out doing a big family thing where we've got, 15 folks, it's pretty easy to throw a lobster tail, a bunch of lobster tails into the fire, right? Have a bunch of ribs pre-cooked. You just got to warm them up, throw some sauce on them, and everybody's like, "Oh, this is awesome. We should do this again." Yes, we should.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay,
and
so
easy
now
like that.
the inevitable question. Now you got my curiosity going. Tim, what does your kitchen arsenal consist of?
I'm not even sure where to start. I as long as it's not hot spicy, I will use everything. I don't.
No, I mean, I don't mean that. I mean, what are your pots and pans? I mean, you're cooking chicken. You're like coq au vin, and creme brulee. I'm sure you've got all that. And what?
It's largely a mix and match collection. It's like, oh, I like this. So it'll be like whatever that I've had the same cast iron pan for
really,
20 years probably.
Nice. You're toting cast iron around. That's cool.
I do cast iron. We do nonstick, but it's not Forever Chemicals nonstick. It's a new version of a nonstick.
Okay.
So we switched up to that, which was stupidly expensive, but I don't want bad things inside of me.
Right. Anything good is expensive, it seems.
Yeah, we've got, it's like I probably my knife set. I have a Henkel knife set that sharpens up just wickedly easy.
Wow.
That's my favorite thing. That was my biggest upgrade. I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago. I just went, I can't take all these little pieces of bits of knives that are all just crappy. I just went and bought a nice one and it was a fabulous purchase.
That's what you do, though, isn't it? You get I get all these little crappy, one good knife, one good, hatchet, everything. Yeah. I mean, my one good backpack, man. And it serves all, for every, yeah.
Yeah. And people who knows how to cook, they think that annoying than the most, it is not good knives.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. It is the first
crappy
thing.
fry pan, but no, not with crappy knives anymore.
Yeah. That's so true. I thought that from my boyfriend because he cooks and I don't. So he always complains about my knives. So
let's open this up. Let's open this can of worms. Carbon steel or stainless steel?
Mine are stainless steel.
Okay.
I don't profess to be an expert. I did some research and sharpening from people that know much better than me. They said the sharpening for the stainless steel was much nicer. And I went, okay, cool.
Okay, interesting. Maya, stainless, carbon.
Okay, noted.
No, I'm asking you. What
no.
What do you use? Stainless steel?
I don't know. I have no idea. I use forks because I just eat the food. My boyfriend, it is the one who cooks.
I love it.
Always at home, in camping, everywhere.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know. I can ask him now.
You have the Chef Boyardee. Let's get him over here. Hey, Chef Boyardee. We got two of them on the show. I love this. Is he in the vicinity, Maya? Is he there? Well, bring him over. Bring him over. You can share the microphone. You guys don't mind, do you?
No, absolutely not.
Fernando's cool, and you guys have
more the merrier.
And the funny part about it is I have carbon steel, and mine was actually spring steel, and that's how they made one of my knives. Yeah, it's very cool. They hold an edge longer, but eventually, they'll rust. If you don't keep them oiled and things like that. But hey, there's Fernando.
Hello, guys.
How you doing? These are Canadian rock stars. This is what Canadian rock stars like. And you just thought it was the band Rush, right? No, these guys are Canadian rock stars too.
Who completely off topic, but they're going on tour. We're going to see them in August.
Are you really? The new drummer I hear is phenomenal. I heard her do a thing. Oh man.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I had to sell one of the kids so we could go.
Fernando, do you know the band Rush? Have you ever heard of the band Rush from Canada?
Yes, of course.
Oh man, yeah, and
they're pretty big in Brazil as well.
Yeah, I built a drum for Neil Peart, the drummer, and long time ago, back in '96. I don't know if I thought you knew that, maybe not. Okay.
Yeah, and look at you.
Yeah, and I was pretty proud. He picked that thing out of like 36 other drum companies, and I was like, 36 other drums, I guess. But yeah, what a band, and I think
he did a concert in Brazil, like maybe some years ago, like 7 years ago.
Yeah, that would have been right before Neil passed away, I think. Then right?
It's huge. Rock and Reel, I think, is the DVD and the music.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Rock and Reel, yeah.
Awesome.
And I think our friend Kevin Callan was a drummer, and he also saw Rush, and he was a fan, I believe. Yeah. So I'm sorry, Maya, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
You guys, no, I'm just. Oh my gosh, you guys! No, here in Brazil, we are rude fan of rock bands.
That's cool.
So all those guys are famous here.
I was blown away by, and tell me if this is this way in Canada, the American TV shows that go to Brazil. Of course, they're what do you call it, overdubbed in Portuguese, but the Friends, the show Friends, you guys saw it, and I mean, is Canada the same way? You guys?
It is huge here.
Huge, yeah, it is. I mean, most of American cinema and series, TV shows, Comic Cons, all of them are pretty big in Brazil.
How about Canada? Can you guys get the same thing? All the American TV shows up there, music, everything.
our Netflix and stuff is ever so slightly different. You guys will get a show, we'll get a different show, but
Okay.
your show will eventually end up here.
Okay.
Same, movies are same sort of deal.
Yeah.
TV shows.
Yeah, we get a lot of American channels, ABC, NBC,
Yeah.
CBS.
Speaking of that, let me ask you this, and you guys, everybody here, do you ever take movies and watch movies when you're camping?
No.
No. Do you?
We have had some friends come along and bring a screen and watch movies. It's just not my gig. I'm not a purist, but I go to get away from that sort of stuff.
I wondered about that.
To disconnect.
Yeah, exactly. Much
Both
so.
here.
Yeah.
The same here. Yeah.
You don't bring Leave It to Beaver out there and watch it, like that. Yeah.
The most sacrilegious thing I've done is right after Gord Downey, the lead singer for Tragically Hip, right after he passed away, because he's such a Canadian icon. I downloaded a couple of Tragically Hip albums and took them on my phone. Our eldest and I went to a lake, or went to in an Algonquin Park, but went to an island on its own, so it wouldn't disturb anybody else, and sort of did I listened to some Tragically Hip songs and cried and that sort of deal. That's the only electronic sort of business in the background.
What do you do when you come around campers and all of a sudden you're hearing people blasting crap like that? Yeah, I mean, do you go up to them and say something, or do you just go, "Holy gosh, let's just get out of here tomorrow"? What do you do?
Yeah, I paddle away from them. I don't.
Is that the proper etiquette, or do you go say something to them and try to correct them? What do you do? I mean, it depends. Who's the bigger? Who's gonna?
Who's bigger? Yeah,
exactly.
There is that. It's more that I'm going to use a whole bunch of bad words when I start talking to them about it.
Right.
And I don't want to start that. I'm here to chill, to enjoy nature and stuff. So we're just going to go somewhere else.
It would ruin the trip, wouldn't it?
Yep.
You start correcting people, because I know there are people out there that do that. And I'm thinking, that's just, I like your philosophy is, let's just, we're going to out of here tomorrow. We'll just go find a new campsite,
Yeah. Well, so with the podcast, though, not necessarily in person, but because we have this platform,
you can yell at them on the platform. I love that. I like that.
I do make mention to poor behavior or better behavior that could be had camping circles or in nature. So I figured that's kind of, I'm still putting it out there without going over and giving somebody an earful.
Okay. Yeah. But you know what? That's cool. That's cool. That's the very decent way to handle that sort of thing. I'm Italian. I would probably choose the wrong way if I was thinking.
Yeah.
I am what I am, man,
If it's early in the trip and I haven't chilled out yet, I may choose to violate.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. When I was younger, I used to be that person like, hey, can you get away?
Knock it off. Yeah,
You're disturbing my peace. Yeah. But then I realized that I get more stressed than if I don't say anything. Just, be good, say hi, and stay somewhere far. And that's it. And it is easier.
And if they're going to continue to blast, at least give us some beer. Give us some beer. And maybe it makes it a little easier to tolerate. I don't know. That just
sounds fair.
Right.
I love it. I'm sorry, Maya. You go ahead. You got another question waiting, and I've been,
Oh, I asked all the questions I went to. No, I'm kidding. So you guys told us that you guys have 2 kids, and they used to camping and do outdoors with you guys. So what do you think that outdoors taught them that they wouldn't learn in a harder way if it was not the outdoors?
Well, one thing that I know one of our guests actually pointed out was that you can be uncomfortable, and in our normal day-to-day life, we're not usually very uncomfortable. We have a nice, comfortable bed to sleep on. We're sheltered from the rain. We don't get cold. We've got the right room temperature. But you can endure those things, and and not die. And it makes you stronger to have to endure some of those things. You can eat food that maybe isn't your favorite thing,
but you'll live.
Sleep on a hard ground, and you'll live. And I think part of it's that resilience or that almost capability that they get too. They get that ability to know, I know how to build a fire. I know how to cook food over the fire. I know how to set up a tent. I know how to set up a tarp. I know how to sleep on the ground. Like all of these things that they just in their normal day-to-day life would never encounter.
Did you two teach them these things, or were they scout? In America we have the Boy Scouts. I don't know. You have something similar up there. Did they learn it from you, or did they learn it in an organization?
I'd say both. Our youngest one was he was a Cub Scout and a Scout and a Venture, which is the next stage here. So he went through 3 different stages of scouting, and I'm a Scout leader. But anyway, he did learn a lot of that through going on camps, and then in addition going camping with us. But I think we initiated it, and then he got into scouting.
So you initiated it, not the Scouts. It wasn't initiated in the Scouts, and then he took it further with you guys. The other way.
Yeah, we've been camping with our kids since they were short, man.
That's cool. Yeah.
Pre sort of scouting anything. So yeah, they already knew. I'm a bit of a taskmaster, so they already knew how to set up tents. And
what is that term you just used? What do you call that again?
Taskmaster.
Taskmaster. I love that. I might borrow that. I'm going to steal that. Actually, I love that.
Going.
Yeah. No, we have a smart screen in the kitchen, and it cycles through old pictures and stuff like that.
Okay.
And I've got pictures of them pretty short, setting up big tent for
that's cool.
All 4 of us. So
very cool. It's funny. When I was a scout, you could earn merit badges and things like that.
Yep.
And I remember earning my first aid, merit badge, and I thought, you know what, I liked first aid. I'm surprised that I didn't pursue that, because I still keep a first aid kit in my truck. I take one when I'm on a trip. I even have Band-Aids in my bicycle pack, I think, or something, a little Neosporin or something. But did they do merit badges like that in your scouts? What were their first merit badges? I just have to ask these things. I'm sorry.
They still do, like all of the badges. I can't recall what Brandon's first badge was, honestly. It may have been a cooking badge. It was something that relatively easy for him to get.
Yeah.
But the badge system, he was so excited when he got his first badges, because it was like he played video games before that, and you get badges and whatnot in a video game. But he was so excited to have this real tangible badge that he had earned.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
What is the trip that made you guys realize, you know what? Yeah, this is why we do this. This is the best.
All of them. All of them. Honestly, I've had in
That's
my
cheating.
lifetime,
You can't do that. You got to pick
had
them.
one bad trip, and we took some extra people on the trip, and
didn't work out.
It didn't work out. Yeah. But I don't think we've ever had. I got sick on a trip. It was still an awesome trip. I was running a fever for like 3 days.
Wow.
Don't care. I'd do that trip again in the same conditions. No problem.
Really?
Yeah.
Would you get bit by a snake or what?
Don't know.
You got sick or no? Wow.
So there's something called beaver fever. We think more likely it was beaver fever.
Oh, you drank some of that water?
Yeah.
I think I brushed my teeth with unfiltered as opposed to filtered water. I think that's what it came down to.
You're not supposed to swallow your toothpaste, You know what's funny though? I got sick like that once too, and you never forget that. At least I never did. And yeah, you make sure you do the extra precautions in the SteriPen and all of that stuff. But I mean, what was the one trip you sat there and go, you know something? This was the best trip we ever had, and this is why we do it. And Maya, I'm going to ask you that too, if you don't mind.
I mean, we did initially with the kids. It was a lot of car camping, and then graduated into backcountry camping. My favorite personally was provincial park called Arrowhead Provincial Park, which is the car camping.
Okay.
But it was such a beautiful park. And my favorite thing was there's a little waterfall, and we took the kids into the waterfall, and you could play around at the bottom of the waterfall. It felt like being in a giant hot tub, but outside.
That's cool.
It was just so much fun and so cool. And I loved that's my favorite.
They spent most of the week in that water.
Yeah.
That's so cool. And I can see you, Pam. You're replaying that in your mind as you're telling me.
Absolutely, yeah.
I can tell. Tim, same?
No, he needs to be backcountry.
Yeah. I like being in a canoe far away from other people.
Yeah. You don't like people. I'm just joking.
I reach a point where I don't want anything to do with most of them anymore.
I get it. I totally get it.
Yeah. I mean, for us too, part of the, like Pamela used to do a lot of, her schedule's a little bit odd. Excuse me. Still recovering from last week. So she and Brandon, our youngest, would go off on a Wednesday, right? And do an overnight at different parks. And they got wonderful bonding time together, like just the two of them, just doing that thing. Our eldest is my usual backcountry partner that Pamela is doing more of now, but that bonding thing, any trip far away from people, if I don't see anybody else for like 3 days,
we're good to go.
We're sitting around, we're taking it a little bit easy for a couple of days. We're doing a bunch of reading, eating well, whatever.
Sitting in front of the fire. That's the favorite, is sitting in front of the fire.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. I don't drink anymore. And you don't drink any less. No, that's not true. I don't drink anymore. But the thing is, do you find that when you go on a trips, if you are a drinker, you have beers and things at home, when you go on a trip, you find you don't need as much or any?
Well, it's also too heavy to lug into the backcountry with you. So
Yeah.
You dehydrate wine.
I try.
That's funny. I think I had heard of something like that before. Yeah.
You know, I don't drink. Like, usually I don't drink. Sometimes I do, of course. So I just drank wine once in a trip because it was 1 year anniversary.
Oh, cool.
So so we packed a whole bottle of wine, and it was heavy but worthy because it was our anniversary. So it was the only time I had something like alcoholic in the trip.
Wow. And I have to ask this, and I'm sorry, Tim and Pam. I don't mean to interview my co-host, but I'm just going to ask Maya, what was your favorite? What was your trip that you said, man, it was the best trip I ever had? This is why I do this.
Oh my gosh, I don't know. Let's think. The first time I went to Canada, it was my dream to see that lakes in the top of the mountains. You know, like really blue, beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah, so it always was my dream. So the first time I went to Canada, the first thing I did, it was a hike up to the mountain to see the lake. And it was like unreal. Like, I have never seen something like that. So for sure, it was a beautiful day that I don't forget. But I don't know. I travel so much here in Brazil. I don't know which trip I like it better. I really don't know. Really.
That's cool. That's cool. I love it, man. I love it. Well, Maya, I don't mean to steal. I'm going to steal number 5. Can I?
No. It's mine. Okay.
You want to do it? You do
Go
it.
ahead.
Do it.
Go
No,
ahead.
Go ahead. Cheers. I'll let you have it.
None of us. No, you go ahead.
Well, all right. Many families struggle. I'm reading. Many families struggle to keep kids engaged outdoors as they get older. And I mean, I know that to be a fact. What worked for you in keeping adventure relevant as your sons grew into their teens and 20s? Because I think a lot of people would like to know the answer, or what you guys worked for you guys.
I think for one is you have to kind of adapt to the camping adventures. Like, with younger ones, they're happy just to puddle around in the water on the beach and make sandcastles. So that's relatively easy to keep them entertained until they hit around like 10, 12, 13, 14 years old. They want to be doing something, I think, a little bit more adventurous. So then you have to up the ante a little bit, make it be something that's engaging and exciting for them. So I'm trying to think of like things that we did do. Like we had a little boat that they could paddle around in on the lake. And so stuff like that, where they can actually be like more active, more engaged. And trips that our youngest and I have taken as well. So we've gone to Mexico, but we will go spelunking while we're there. And it's not just like, we're not just going there and just sitting on the beach or sitting by the pool all day. It's for us anyway, we want to be active doing something. It's not just.
Do you plan that? I mean, is it like contrived in that way? Or do you sort of just play it by ear and know what you'll do once you get there? How do you do it?
I'm a planner. So is Tim a planner. So we usually have things all planned out.
But there's also flex. I mean, you get, again, with my penchants for backcountry, it's find the opportunity. Plan. Don't go every night. Don't move to a new. Sorry, man.
You're good.
Don't move to another site every night. Start having maybe two times out of an 8-day trip where you
don't set up and tear down. Yeah.
Right. And do some fishing or do some book reading so that they're out there. They're whether they realize it or not, they're sucking in that nature. They're hearing birds. They're the wind, the waves, that sort of jazz. And there's a piece to that as well that certainly works for me, but I think the kids seem to like it as well because you can watch them decompress when that's happening. So I think they're also, whether they're conscious about it, I think they're also drawn to that. So.
And if you can also engage them in the planning or engage them in the process. I know one trip we took, and it was just a few days at a park called Presqu'île. The little provincial park newspaper, we're flipping through, but inside the newspaper, there were advertisements for local attractions or things you could do. So each of them chose one thing that they wanted to do that was outside of the park. But so our eldest is very passionate about cars. And the youngest, there was an attraction nearby called the Big Apple. And it really is this just giant apple. There's all apple pie, everything at this place. And so we went to the Big Apple and we did mini golf and we had apple everything. And then the eldest one, we went to the racetrack and we watched races.
That's cool. Yeah.
And they were just outside the park. So it wasn't far for us to have to go.
Very cool. Very cool. Your turn, Maya. I'm sorry. I stole 5. I just love the question. That was a very good question anyway.
Yeah, that's true. And what is the one outdoor experience each of you considers truly transformative, and why did it leave such a lasting impact?
That's the big word.
The transformative. Well, certainly, I could say our very first backcountry attempt was transformative in a, not necessarily a good way. But it did transform.
I hear a story, Maya. Let's go over here. Let's hear that story.
Yes, it's coming.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell it?
Transformative.
Let's hear the story, kids. Come on. You opened the can of worms. Now we got to hear it. Yep.
So I planned a trip thinking about my abilities, my experience, and I can paddle. Everybody can paddle.
Mm-hmm.
And I planned the entire trip like that with me being one of 4 people. I was the only one that could paddle, and put us on a lake that was too big, too windy for their first attempt. We had to go too far again for their abilities. And I had planned out a week. This is why I don't necessarily change sites every night now. Mm-hmm. I had planned out a week where we were moving every single day to a new site, and it was pretty decent lengths. And
that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
So you discovered, right?
So nobody wanted to go camping with me anymore after that. We didn't even make it. I think we made it the one night and then bailed out on the second day.
So you were Mr. Popular.
It didn't go over well. It took years to get either Pamela or Brandon to come back out with me. Actually, Brandon came out for like a a long weekend here and there. Thomas is the only one that was willing to take another shot at it, and I still think that took a couple of years to convince him to do.
I mean, it all looked well and good on paper, right?
Yes, it does. I still have it somewhere, man.
Yes, you guys traumatized it then. We
I
have some
traumatized
comments.
everybody. Yeah.
Oh my God. Hey, speaking of the cool kids, they're with us. How are you doing?
Yeah. Hey, nice to see you.
That's cool. Having experience with camping, hiking, snorkeling, zip lining, skiing, mountain biking. I love that. It sounds like a commercial for Hyundai. Which of these would you recommend as a first-time adventuring experience? And of course, why?
That's a good question.
Let me do that again.
Yeah, run through
Camping,
the list.
hiking, snorkeling, zip lining, skiing, and mountain biking. Door number 2.
Well, I mean, hiking is obviously going to be the lowest barrier entry, easiest for people to kind of adopt and get into.
But is it the most exciting and the ones that you'd say, oh my gosh, you're hooked. You're going to get hooked once you do. I don't know. What do you think?
No.
I mean, easy is not necessarily the best, is it?
Right.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, great views. Great to be out again in nature. You know, good cardio while you're at it. Yeah, it's not at the top of my list for sure.
I mean, canoeing would be the top of Tim's list. For me, I mean, we did the zip lining and the snorkeling and the spelunking, and I mean, I always love all those things just because it's such a change from every day. It's exciting. So I think if I was trying to get hooked on something, depending on if you're the adrenaline junkie type, or are you more just the laid back, chill, just want the nature experience, I think.
Yeah.
Which are you two guys?
But
Type A or type B?
Nature, the paddle, the quiet, the solitude. And I'm more I want to be doing something, and I'd like it to be something that gets my heart rate up. And
there you go.
Yeah, I definitely go in the opposite direction. I'm trying to get my BPMs down and stuff.
I love it. Do you have a lazy boy chair, Tim, at home?
I don't, but I do have a thing that when I sit back in here and I can.
Yeah, you need one. You need one because I love that. Just chill. I love that. Yeah. I think it's a guy thing, maybe. I don't know. Is Fernando like that, Maya? Does he like to?
Yes, he likes chill as well. Yeah,
must be a guy thing. We're gonna have to ask Johnny.
I was gonna say
we get some comments going. We got some too. You want to do that, Maya? You want to do some comments and then come back because you got 2 questions yet before we. What do you think?
Yeah, let's see.
We're doing it very loose tonight, kids. I love because you guys are pros. You know how this goes.
Well, we're always loose. That's the thing we used to do. We used to do it very stay inside the lanes.
Very tight.
It was like being in a. Oh, that's Thomas.
That's our eldest.
I love it.
He's happy when we go for a swim.
As his camping partner, I'm very glad he took a swim. And I read these for the audio when people are driving to work and they're listening to this. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I'm sure he is, especially when he's downwind of me.
After how many days was it?
It doesn't take very long. I sweat
10
like
days.
crazy.
10 days. Oh, yeah. Hey, y'all.
Yeah.
I love that.
Hey, y'all.
That's cool. And these 2 are
super campers.
Super campers. Oh, I love it.
And super good looking.
There you go. I agree with that. Definitely agree with that. Yeah.
Love it.
Cheers. Couple of campers. I love it, man.
Hey, cool.
That's
See,
cool.
there's the thing. That's the thing. When you're asking like what is it that keeps us doing this? There's a community. There's a bunch of people that live in all kinds of different places. They all know each other, right?
Yeah, it is. Was that Johnny or Colleen's going to go camping, or both? Who is it? I'll go camping with you, Tim.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
both of them.
Yeah. And is showers okay? Tim's, was it?
Bushy in the background.
I love it.
Okay, Johnny, there you go. Hi.
Johnny, it was Johnny. All right.
I'd have you out,
guys.
brother,
You should have a contest, man. Of who can go the longest without the shower. I think that should be a thing. I mean, that's have it. Add some more zing to the camping, the outdoor thing. Why not, right? I love it.
Oh, yes, those are things that we need to talk about, right?
Yeah, we need to know.
Yeah. Yeah, so has sharing your outdoors experience on podcast changed the way you reflect on your own trips and memories you take away from them?
Sure. I mean, it's always great to get somebody else's perspective on things because everybody does the same thing. You've got your own set of blinders that you're used to your specific things. You're used to how you look at things and how you deal with things. So absolutely, chatting with other people, and the light bulb goes off, and it's like they mention something, you go, oh, that's brilliant. Like that's a great way to look at that.
Christine is a good example because she was like, I just take tinfoil because those nasty grates that they have at the parks where you're supposed to put your food on and it's all rusty and dirty and other people have done whatever with it. Like, I don't want to be putting my food on that, but
Damn, that's where all the flavor's at.
and the lockjaw.
That's the secret.
Yeah, all that kind of good stuff. Hey, so you know what? Give us the top 3. And maybe you guys are going to compare this, but the top 3 things that I would say, things you'd say, man, maybe like mistakes. I'll never do that. Oh my gosh, we learned this the hard way. Top 3.
First trip.
That backcountry trip.
That's number 1.
Subscribe to just
everybody's
beyond our abilities.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I mean, I can't think. I mean, Tim certainly learned from that and never committed that same error again. So,
yes.
Outside of that, I mean, certainly we've had some nasty, like where that one we showed in the video clip at the beginning, that was pretty miserable. It was pretty rainy when we got there. We ended up staying in a car campground overnight that first night because it was just
the weather came in.
That video was from the rainy night. And then we were paddling across a big body of water called Georgian Bay to get to a little island, which is where you also saw a picture of that. That wasn't very nice either, and it was out of my depth as far as that paddling.
But we did that. I'd say we fared out much better with that than we did with that first backcountry
Oh yes,
trip.
for sure.
That was a bad one.
Yeah,
that was the first trip was just me shooting myself in the foot.
Really?
It was just brutal.
Well, it was all day to get to a campsite. It was dark by the time we got to the campsite. Everybody was hungry, and the bugs were out, and everybody was kind of cranky.
Yeah.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, and everybody was mad.
At me, yes.
Did you bring beer though? See, that's the thing.
I don't think I did.
No.
And there was your biggest mistake right there. See, it really wasn't any of that other stuff. It was we forgot to bring alcohol so people would be happy.
Drown your sorrows,
if things went wrong. Yeah, see.
See, you learn stuff all the time, man.
Beer saves. I'm telling you, beer saves. Well, maybe wine saves too, but yeah. So absolutely. Maya, take 10. Go ahead. I stole yours, so I did it twice now. Go ahead. All right.
So Georgian Bay, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was a deal. You can paddle. It's a big body of water. So when you get in open space like that, it's very easy for wind to push giant waves, and they're never set for you to be able to nose into them. They're almost always like a side or a 3/4. So your boat's rocking. It's a bit of a scary deal. We were not full on white caps, but we had some white caps and stuff. And when we turned the corner into Georgian Bay, we literally there was nothing I could do other than go forward. If I had tried to spin around and bail, we probably would have capsized. So
oh boy.
Go.
Once we got there, they were predicting, and I don't know how this translates. 60-mile-an-hour winds.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Gusts, and so I was terrified a tree's going to come down on the Trent.
Yeah.
Game over.
That could have been serious.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yes,
Wow.
that's scary, and things like that can happen, and always something can happen, and it's very scary, mainly for people who have never done. So, what do you do for encourage people to go outside? Especially people who feel intimidated by camping or backcountry travel.
Like a lot of the intimidation often seems to be around animals. That's what I've felt anyway, is like bears, that they're worried that they're going to get attacked by a bear. We've never been attacked by a bear. And around here, just to qualify that we don't have grizzly bears around here. We have brown bears, black bears. Yeah. So they're not as scary as a grizzly bear and not as dangerous either. But we're also very careful just to prepare ourselves, make sure that we know what's the proper etiquette to make sure that we're not attracting animals that we don't want at the campsite, and package things properly, or deal with our garbage properly, or put away our food properly, just so I think education is always the best means of making sure that when you get into that situation, you know what to do and how to do it. And it's not going to be perfect, but there's going to be a bit of a learning curve. Everybody's got to kind of learn things in their own way. But
yeah, I think that's it. We try to assuage fears by educating people, by giving them the information, and hopefully dispelling some of the overblown myths that, whatever some tabloid has to put out there because they need to sell viewers or sell breeders. And the bear's a perfect example. I've seen more bears in front country sites, like car camping sites, than I have in the back country. Though when we did see them, it was like, paddle faster.
I love it. That's funny. I like those. That's great answers, though. I mean, honestly, I was curious what you'd say, so that's cool. And now, kids, this is sorry. And now, kids, where's the arrow? CW, make sure you're on the right. This is Maya's favorite part of this show, and let's look at some pictures. Here we go. All right, kids, what do you want?
Yeah, I love that. And I love the pup. I saw in the introduction video. I love it.
Wow.
So that was that Georgian Bay trip. That was the Philip Edward Island in Georgian Bay.
And we had some friends come and join us, Jay and Sherry from Beauty of the Backcountry, who were in the chat earlier, and Alex and Jess from Tents and Timber. Again, they're pals from the community up here, and we just like, hey, do you guys want to go and do some crown land camping? And they're like, yeah.
And that's our rescue dog Dolly in the front.
That's our baby.
That's cool.
How cute! It is a poodle.
She's schnoodle.
Schnoodle.
Oh,
What's a schnoodle? Is that Schnauzer poodle?
That's right.
Oh my gosh, schnoodle.
How cute! Oh my gosh.
She's a sweetie.
But not a poozer. But not a poozer. A schnoodle. I love it.
They're so smart and cute.
This is my favorite picture of Kevin Callan. Look at the eyes on him. He's looking at me like I'm some kind of alien or something.
Does he wake up looking like that? I don't
know, man.
Look on his face. I love
think
it.
the question must have come from out of left field, and he's like, "Where the heck did that come from?"
That's funny. And where is this at now? Where was that show?
That was at the Toronto Outdoor Adventure Show 2025.
Oh wow! Okay,
Oh.
It's Toronto. Nice.
There we go. I love it.
Yeah. That was caving near Collingwood, which is north of where we live.
Yeah, a couple hours.
And that was our youngest, and so they had to rappel us down into the cave. That's why we've got the harnesses on and the helmets. But that was really fun. We really enjoyed that.
You like caving?
Yes, we do. And we just got back from Mexico and did some caving while we were down there too.
Oh
Wow.
my gosh, that's so cool. I love caving.
I think I get claustrophobic caving like that. I think that would make me extremely claustrophobic.
This is quite a while ago. Tim and I did something called City Chase. City Chase was a really fun thing that they did here in Toronto, and they did it all over Canada, I think. But they gave you assigned tasks. So there was this list of tasks, and you had to complete a certain number of them and then get back to where you started, kind of like The Amazing Race. So think of it like The Amazing Race, just a bit of a smaller scale. And it was in Toronto.
And at least one of us was in better shape at that point.
I love it. What is this here? I got a little comment here. What's this one here?
Yes, he does.
He's right. What is this?
We did do snow diving. Yes,
Did you?
did.
Oh my god, that's cool.
So this is if you look closely, you will see in that picture, only one person that doesn't have red hair. So this is the Frank family. This was one of our camping trips. I think this might have been the one we did the lobster tails on.
Yeah.
But that's a whole bunch of Franks, and it was great. We would go and get 3 or 4 sites. Everybody, the individual families would have their thing at their own sites, and then we would all get together for like dinner or to go and do something or whatever. It was we had quite a few years of awesomeness doing that.
Awesomeness, I like that. Very cool.
Oh, love it. Such a nice picture.
Summer, whitewater rafting. We were in Quebec. I don't recall now if it was. I think it was near Tremblant, and Brandon and I. This was Brandon and I.
That's very cool. Have you ever taken a dunk, as we say, when you're rafting?
Neither of us did on that trip. There was a guy in front of me, and he definitely dunked right out of the boat twice.
That can be very dangerous, especially when you're rapids and those are rocks,
right,
and they hurt.
Right.
And yeah, I mean, I don't care if you got a helmet on, man. You hit those with your body, you could break a rib. And so, yeah, ask me how I know that. This is what this is.
No, wait, CW, how do you know that?
Yeah, I just talk to people a lot,
Yeah, right.
Cool. All right.
A friend of mine told me.
Yeah, that's it. I hear these things,
I read it in a book somewhere.
Yeah, I saw the movie. There's a beautiful picture, man. I mean, that's a beautiful picture. How did you get that canoe to pose like that?
That's what I had to talk very sweetly to it.
That is just perfect. I mean, that needs to be on somebody's wall. Seriously.
Yeah.
Is it on your?
Should be on somebody's
shirt. Yes.
You know what? I'm wearing that.
You are.
Holy smokes.
It was just one of those perfect days. Like, it was a perfect fall day. It was nice and calm. I think that was day 1 of our trip. So that the buffing on the canoe had some shine to it.
Yeah.
That canoe was probably 25 years old at that point, I think. So I had redone it that past summer at some point, to just on and polished it with like a car polisher. And it was just, everything was perfect. It was like, okay, cool.
Maya, who do you see who comes to mind when you look at this picture? Think about that.
I don't know.
Bob
It's a
Ross?
trick question.
Maybe Bob Ross?
Oh, Bob Ross. That's true.
I figured you'd get that in a heartbeat, man. There we go. I love it.
There you go.
Oh, that's so funny. I love it.
We'll paint a little tree in the background.
Oh, yeah. Love it. Yeah, and you know what? He'd put a big old tree right there,
Yeah.
There we go.
Cool. This was the first day before the trip that I got sick on. We parked at T Lake campground at Algonquin, and then we're supposed to do a 7-day loop after that. I think we ended up shortening it up to like a 6-day loop or something. We bailed out early because I was feeling so crappy. But
hey, let me ask you real quickly your advice on a trip where you get sick.
Don't.
Okay. That's good enough for me, man. I love it.
Well, like Tim said, even a sick day in the backcountry is better than a sick day on the couch at home.
Yeah.
I mean, but did you lay in the canoe like Burt Reynolds in Deliverance, or how did that work? How did that work out?
No. We got a
I mean, did you paddle? Did you?
Yeah. No, I paddled.
Okay.
I woke up with the fever. Ended up riding it out for a couple of hours because we got a wicked rainstorm that just blew in, and then we packed up camp. We portage paddled.
You were functional then.
Enough, I guess.
Yeah, okay.
You don't really have a choice when you're in the backcountry. You got to. I mean, you could, but because the way sites are booked and stuff, like, it's like I'm not.
Oh,
in here tonight, right? I got to move to the next one. So
I gotcha. Yeah. There is that.
No choice.
We have a satellite communicator, and Tim sent me messages on that trip saying, I'm okay, just checking in. But then he got home, I was like, he clearly was not okay. And so you've been lying to me this whole time, saying that you were okay.
If he said almost died, what would you have said? You know?
Exactly, right? So what's the point of having her being all worried at home and she can't do anything about it? So it's just
Exactly.
like, yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah, totally. Look at this.
Yeah.
Feast fit for a king.
You bet.
You people eat better. You people eat better out there in the woods than most people eat normally.
Yeah,
I think, right?
Back to that, you like doing stuff like cooking. You tend to do stuff like that. So this was a front country trip. Is this Presqu'île?
Yeah, I think so.
Thomas and I did a river trip, a whitewater trip last year, where we took a reflector oven and took it into the backcountry and did the same thing. We cooked it in the reflector oven, and it was awesome.
Wow.
Like, to be 4 days in and you're eating fresh pizza.
Yeah, exactly.
Highly recommend it.
Yeah. No pineapple on pizza. That's got to be a Colleen one there. Was that Johnny? Really? I can't see Johnny saying ew. So it's got to be a Colleen. It's got to be. I love it. Oh my God. That's funny. All right. So.
The last one.
This is cool. Is that really on the side of your canoe?
Yes.
Yes.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's cool. I love that.
This is on a lake called Kashi Lake, which is up in the Muskokas, which is like north again, a few hours north.
Yeah, it's cottage country.
Yeah.
It's very cool. Love it. Well,
it's Johnny.
See, I knew it. It's the American guy saying "ooh" about pineapple. Come on.
Oh my gosh. Great pictures, you guys. I mean, seriously, I love your photos. These are awesome. Hey, listen, tell people where they can connect with you guys online.
Instagram is probably one of our main channels, and so it's at super_good_camping. Otherwise, our website's great because it'll have the links to all of the socials, and that's supergoodcamping.com.
It's cool. Very cool. Listen, I'm going to thank both of you for being on the show with us tonight, being our guests, and you guys are a lot of fun. Super nice people, sexy people, all of that good stuff. And the sexy campers. I think that could be your new handle, right?
Maybe.
And goodbye.
That could be our OnlyFans channel.
Oh my gosh. But you guys are awesome. And thank you for having us on your show. And Tim, I'm really glad that you're feeling much, much better this week than you were last week. And I know you felt bad, but you didn't have to. So you're our good friends, and we were, more than happy to accommodate you guys. So
thanks.
CW Maya, it's so great to talk to you guys.
Oh, thank you. She's the talented one. I'm just here for the, this.
I don't even
push the buttons.
No, I don't even speak English. I'm here for the guests.
I love it. Oh man. Well, listen, you guys have an excellent, rest of your week, and camping season coming up, canoeing season coming up too. So I want to make sure, and stay safe. And Tim, don't drink that nasty water. Stay away from that, and don't swallow your toothpaste water either.
I believe I've learned that one. Yes.
The only advice I can give at this point, and don't forget the beer. If you're gonna make people mad, don't forget the beer.
Well, I've heard that you're supposed to take the stronger spirits because your alcohol volume per weight is higher. So
there you go.
Scotch and stuff like that, right?
I may have learned something there. Yeah, that's great. I love it. Definitely. I love it. Oh my gosh. Well, and Maya, I want to thank you too. Thanks for
thank you very much, guys. It was really lovely, and you guys are so lovely and nice. So thank you very much for being here, and thank you for the invitation for the last year. Sorry.
Yeah, very cool.
We would like to thank both of you for having us on, because we love to yak. Well, I do, but
same. Very much, very much. Well, I guess we'll close it out then, kids. That's all for now. And this is CW Getz along with Maya Marzaki saying thanks for tuning in to Outdoors People. Had a great time. We'll see you next time.
Ciao.